Relational algebra operation. This is lecture 6. In this lecture, we will cover 4 operations: projection, selection, cross product, natural join. Relational algebra operations are the operations which are performed on one or more relations or tables. So in this, natural join operation is very important because this operation is used in lossless join decomposition. So before understanding the decomposition properties, you need to understand what is this natural join. So first, projection. So what is the projection operation? This operation is used to project certain columns, or we can say attributes, from the relation. It removes duplicate data. So this is how we give the query to the relation. This is project A attribute and B attribute from the relation R. So let's suppose we are giving a query like member IDs of members who have borrowed books. So you have to fetch the member IDs of those members who have borrowed books. So this is the borrow relation. In this, we have these member IDs. So you have to project them. So project member ID from the relation borrow. So here we have member ID and the values 1, 3, 4 and 5. See, here we have two values are same. So when two values are same, then project will give you only one value because it removes the duplicate data. That's why we got only one value, that is 3. So we can say there are the 4 members who have borrowed the books, and the IDs of those members are 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so suppose you are giving here repeated value also 3. Then if you calculate how many members have borrowed the book, then it will count 5 members. But originally, how many members have borrowed the book? Only 4 members. That's why it is important to remove the duplicate data. Now see, selection. Selection is an operation which is used to select the required tuples of data from a relation R that satisfy a certain specified condition P. So what they are saying that selection operation will fetch those tuples from the relation which satisfy this condition, yeah, any condition which you specify with the selection operation. So this is the query. Fetch the details of the members who were born on 21st October 1997. So in this table, this is your member relation. In this relation, we have date of birth column, and in this column find 21st October 1997. So we have two entries for this. So we have two tuples with date of birth 21st October 1997. It will give two tuples. So can you see here that this operation gives you two tuples where date of birth is 21st October 1997. Now what is the cross product? Cross product, it is used to combine the data from two different relations into one combined relation. It results all attributes of R1 followed by all attributes of R2 in the same order. We will discuss it with some example, or we can say it is the concatenation of tuples R1 and R2 for each pair of tuples. R1 belongs to R1 and R2 belongs to R2. Okay. What it is trying to say, let's suppose we have AB in one relation R1 and in another relation we have BC. So first of all, for the cross product there must be a same. Okay, there is no problem, fine. Okay, so we have two attributes. What they are saying, if you have this tuple T1 and here we have tuple T1, T2. Then this cross product is like this, that T1 will be concatenated by this capital T1, and this small T1 will be concatenated by this capital T2. Understood? So this is called the product. You can also call it Cartesian product. Cartesian product. Okay. So if in a relation you have n tuples and in another relation you have m tuples, so how many tuples will be in R1 cross R2? There will be n into m tuples. Now this is your example where we have this R1 relation and R2 relation. So we need to find R1 cross R2. This is your Cartesian product. So what will be here? See, a tuple of this R1 will be concatenated by all tuples. So what will be the value? 1 2 2 1, 1 2 2 2 and 1 2 1 2. So this is done. Now we will take another tuple 2 2 and it will be concatenated with all these tuples. So see, we have here all these tuples. Now 3 1 will be concatenated with all the tuples of R2, and now we have this. So this is the relation, and it is the Cartesian product R1 cross R2. Okay. Now see what is the natural join. So in the natural join between two or more relation will result in all the combination of tuples where they have equal values for the common attribute. So first of all, when you are operating a natural join on two relation, that is R1 and R2, then there must be a common attribute in both relations. So let's suppose if here we have A, B, C, then another relation must have C, D. At least one attribute must be common attribute. Okay. So let's suppose we have an example where we have a relation R1 and another we have relation R2. R1 has two attributes A, B, and relation R2 with two attributes A, B and C. So what will be the natural join? So see, natural join is the combination of three operations. First is projection, selection and the cross product. So first you have to operate R1 cross R2. So first operation is cross product. Then second operation is selection operation, and the third operation is projection. So first you have to find the cross product of the two relations. Then you have to select those tuples where the common attribute has the same value, and then you have to project the distinct columns of this result. Okay, the result which comes after performing these operations. So let's see this example. In this example we have two relation, one is R1 and R2. So to find the natural join on these two relations, first what you have to do, you have to find R1 cross R2. So you know how to find this R1 cross R2. Now second, you have to select those tuples from R1 and R2 where the attribute values, your common attribute values are same. So here if you notice, these two and these two and this one has the same value of B. Can you notice here? So it will select all these tuples. Now we have these tuples here. Now from this relation, it will project distinct columns A, B and C. So now we have 5 tuples out of this Cartesian product. So this is your R1 natural join R2. Okay. See, to find the natural join, this is a procedure, but you can find it directly. So whenever the value of the B is same, it will be in natural join. So see here, 1 2 it is a tuple in this 2 is the same in another table, and here also it is same. So this will be your tuples like 1 2 1 1 2 2. Now see another tuple. In the another tuple, b's value is 2. So you have to find those tuples in R2 which have the value of b 2. So we have two tuples. So here we have the two tuples here, 2 2 1 2 2 2, and now the last tuple 3 1. Now see the value of the common attribute, that is b, is 1 in the relation 1. Then find a tuple with the value 1 of attribute b in the relation R2, that is 1 2. So we have 3 1 2 in this natural join. So directly after observing, you can write this R1 natural join R2. Okay. Now see here, R1 contains 4 attributes A, B, C, D, and R2 contains C, D, E. So what will be the natural join on R1 and R2? C and D are common in both relation. So we will say that find the R1 cross R2. Then select those tuples where R1 dot C is equal to R2 dot C and R1 dot D is equal to R2 dot D, and then project the distinct columns, that is A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so this is your answer. Now we have two relations R1 and R2. In these two relations there is no common attribute. So when there is no common attribute, then we can say, okay, when we don't have any common attribute, so there is no condition to select the tuples. So we can say that R1 natural join R2 will be equal to R1 cross R2. This is it. Thank you. Now we will meet in the next video, properties of decomposition. Thank you.